now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. Post-tropical cyclone Lee moving through Canada. The storm packing an estimated 70-mile-per-hour winds as it made landfall in Nova Scotia over the weekend. 25 News Now is tracking Lee. And President Biden gave remarks to reporters about the House impeachment inquiry into him and his son. His response may not be the one you were expecting. We have the latest. Also, a senator joined picketers in Michigan over the weekend in support of the auto workers' strike against the Big Three. Details on this story and more coming up on Sunrise.
And we might see a possible cool front coming in this weekend as we see the last few days of summer rolling through. Saturday is the first day of fall. We'll have more on that coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain.
And I'm Parker Cox.
And it's the 18th day of September.
It is.
2023. We're so close to the first day of fall.
So close. Saturday. Just a few days away. We're almost there.
I'm excited. We're going to get some, hopefully a cool breeze.
Yes.
And today is also the Air Force's birthday. So we want to say a big thank you to those Air Force veterans and those active service members risking their lives to protect us and our country.
Absolutely. We all thank y'all so very much.
Definitely. And Parker, you are brand new to Sunrise. We're getting to know Parker this morning. And so Parker, we want to know, what do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? What are you into?
Well, when I'm not working, I love to work. Work is fun. I love being a meteorologist for everybody here in the community. But when I'm not doing that, I'm a big hockey guy. I like to watch hockey. I like the UFC events and stuff too. I like to get together and watch some stuff with my friends. It's a good time.
So you're a big fan of, is it the Mighty Ducks?
No, I'm actually a Dallas fan. I love the Stars fan. Oh, the Mighty Ducks. No, that's a good movie though.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Well,
I've seen that forever.
It's so good. They go quack, quack, quack.
Yes.
I gotta rewatch that.
Some crazy memories right now. I've seen it forever.
Well, let's take a look at our forecast
Yes,
now.
Absolutely. And I was talking about having that little cool front come through this next weekend, but current conditions are looking a little cool right now. As you can see a live look at Cuero right now. That's the Cuero water tower right there. A little clear right there. As you can see, there's not too many too many clouds in the sky right now, but like I said, our current conditions are a little cool right now, 72, and that dew point is 71, so we might see a little bit of patchy fog, but nothing too concerning. So maybe just be on the lookout for that. But as we were talking about, what's this? The first day of fall? No way. That's coming out on Saturday. Carolina's laughing at me over there. We got Saturday. Come on, we're almost there. We almost got through all the heat and stuff, but we're still in the 90s for the rest of this week, but we'll have a little cool front come through. And like I was saying, cool front action, here it comes. We've got this little low pressure system, upper level low, that's coming off of the northwestern Canada area. It's going to come into the Rockies about midweek, and then it's going to settle into the Great Plains, central Great Plains, even southern Great Plains into the weekend, and that's what's going to open up that door for some rain and some possible cool front, cool wind-driven action to come through our area, and we really need it, right? Looking at your future track for the Doppler, not really going to see too much today. If you do see something today, you should consider yourself extremely lucky. As you can see, there's nothing happening. This is 7 p.m. right here. So we're not really expecting any kind of shower action today, but we are expecting to see a little bit of heat as we get into the afternoon hours. It'll be about, I think I saw about 95, 94 in the afternoon, and a little sea breeze action. That's pretty normal for summertime. We get a lot of sea breeze action to come to the area. Look at your 7-day. Here it is. It'll be 96 today. I guess I was wrong. 96 today and 94 tomorrow, and a little cool down as the cool front comes over the weekend. That's it for now. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Parker. Post-tropical cyclone Lee is moving away from Canada after making landfall in Nova Scotia on Saturday. Lee arrived on Long Island with maximum sustained winds estimated at 70 miles per hour and quickly moved over New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Environment Canada and the National Hurricane Center say Lee is now headed towards Newfoundland. Tens of thousands of customers in and around Nova Scotia remain without power, and the region will continue to experience rain, strong winds, and high waves along the Atlantic coast throughout the day. Authorities say they were serving a felony warrant at a home in Cuero when they were met with gunfire. However, they were not the target in the shooting. They say a single shot was let off as they tried entering the home Friday. When authorities made entry, they found 47-year-old David Saldana dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. The initial gunshot led to a 5-hour standoff with law enforcement. Saldana's body was found shortly after that standoff. It all happened just after 3 p.m. Friday in the 2100 block of Von Haffen Road. Sheriff Carl Bowen released the following statement in a press release. The DeWitt County Sheriff's Office would like to express our sincere condolences for those affected by this incident. We are grateful for all those that assisted during this apprehension attempt. Now, to a developing story, the search for a cold-blooded killer of a sheriff's deputy in Southern California. A $250,000 reward now being offered for information leading to an arrest after what authorities describe as an ambush-style attack.
Hundreds of people gathered at the Palmdale Sheriff's Station in Southern California last night honoring Ryan Klinkenbroomer, the Los Angeles County deputy shot and killed in an apparent ambush at a red light.
There's a lot of anger in a lot of people. It's heartbreaking.
The vigil coming after investigators revealed a new clue in their search for the deputy's killer. They're calling this dark gray Toyota Corolla a vehicle of interest.
Without warning, he was murdered while serving our community.
This surveillance video obtained by our station KABC is now part of the investigation, showing Deputy Klinkenbroomer's patrol car at an intersection just seconds after he left the Palmdale station. A dark-colored vehicle slowly pulls up to the driver's side of the patrol car. It slows down, then speeds off. Deputy Klinkenbroomer was later found slumped over inside the car and died at the hospital. His murder comes just days after the 30-year-old got engaged to be married.
He was a son. He was a grandson. He had just been engaged 4 days ago. He had so much ahead of him. And this coward or cowards took his life.
With the gunman on the loose overnight, off-duty deputies told ABC News they're now being careful not to wear anything identifiable. In the meantime, nearby residents are being asked to check home surveillance cameras.
To apprehending the suspects, and I'm going to continuously refer to them as cowards because that's what they are, cowards, to attack a deputy sheriff in uniform in a black and white who's just sitting there at a red light.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Motive, but it comes amid an increase in threats against law enforcement by extremists online. President Joe Biden offered a quick comment on the Republican-led House impeachment inquiry when asked by reporters on Sunday. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced Tuesday he was directing 3 House committees to launch an impeachment inquiry. He characterized the impeachment inquiry as a logical next step following months of investigations into the president and his son, Hunter Biden. The president was asked about his response to the inquiry while returning to the White House from Delaware. He answered with a smile and told reporters, "Lots of luck." Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman traveled to Wayne, Michigan over the weekend to support the UAW strike. Fetterman, alongside Michigan Senator Gary Peters, met with striking auto workers on the picket line outside the Michigan Ford assembly plant, the same factory where the senator says his Ford Bronco that he drove to the strike was built. As the Biden administration prepares to send a team to Detroit to participate in the strike talks, the senator says he supports the president and he also supports what is in the best interest of the unions. We'll go to Washington for the latest on the strike later on Sunrise. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. The time is now 6:39 on your Monday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. We take a look at a walkathon here in Victoria.
I'm ABC's Justin Finch in Washington following day 4 of the auto workers strike and the new short-term layoffs announced for non-striking workers. That story ahead.
And we're expecting some cool weather this weekend, maybe cooler at least. And we're expecting some more summer weather this week as a cool front comes down here and possibly into our area. We'll have more on that coming up. Good morning, Victoria. Looking at a live look at Cuero right there as that sun starts to come up. Look at that pretty purple sky as that sun's starting to come up on the horizon. Current conditions are looking a little cool right now. It's in about 72. I wouldn't say cool, but about average. But you might see a little bit of patchy fog right there because it's 71, so that relative humidity, you can see it's right there, 97% relative humidity. But nothing crazy, maybe just like a couple patchy fog areas in the more humid areas of town. If you're sending off your kids at school today, it'll be about 73 when you're sending them off and mostly sunny in the morning. And when they're coming back, it'll be a little warmer. I think today's supposed to be the hottest day of the week, about 96 and mostly sunny as they're coming back about 4 or 5 p.m. There's some good news on the horizon. We're talking about a possible cool front. As you see this low pressure system coming off of Canada, it's going to come down into the Rockies and eventually head into the Great Plains over the weekend, and maybe even push down to the southern Great Plains and bring us some cool wind and some rain. Look at your temperatures for today. It'd be a little bit 90s the rest of the area, and then a sea breeze later as the temperature picks up. Look at your 7-day. Here it is. It could be about 96 today and 94 tomorrow. And as that cool front comes in the area of the weekend, get a little cool down. That's it for us today at the Crossroads. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Parker. Now to day 4 of the auto workers strike. The United Auto Workers Union historic simultaneous picket against Detroit's big 3 auto companies continues after both sides failed to reach labor agreements over the weekend. The strike is now also threatening the livelihoods of workers who haven't walked off the job.
This morning, nearly 13,000 auto workers are returning to the picket line.
Don't get sick tonight. We want to strike.
The United Auto Workers Union pressing ahead with this first ever simultaneous strike against Detroit's big 3 automakers.
We're prepared to do whatever we have to do, so the membership is ready.
The UAW says it held negotiations with General Motors and Ford over the weekend, reporting reasonably productive conversations with Ford. Chrysler and Jeep parent company Stellantis says it's raised its hourly wage offer by nearly 21%. But still not enough for the UAW, which is demanding that the big 3 revive worker pensions, better retiree benefits, cost of living adjustments, and a 40% pay increase.
They can barely make it. They deserve a living wage, and they need to be brought up to what we make.
The automakers call the union's demands too costly as it takes on the added expense of building electric vehicles. The strike spurring reaction from Republicans and Democrats.
I'm somebody that believes in free enterprise. I think those are decisions that can be made by shareholders and creating pressure.
If you work hard and play by the rules, you should be able to provide a comfortable living for yourself, for your family.
Now, at least 2 automakers announcing temporary layoffs for non-striking workers, some 2,000 at GM and some 600 at Ford. UAW President Fain is slamming those auto worker cuts, saying the companies don't have to lay off a single employee, could double every worker's pay, not raise auto prices, and still make billions. The auto company CEOs not publicly responding. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
A Victoria-based adult daycare, Affectionate Arms, walked for a cause this weekend. It all kicked off at Ted B. Reed Park Saturday. The goal of the event, or their walkathon fundraiser, was to raise money for their facilities at the adult daycare center, which is the only one of its kind in Victoria. The executive director, Mary Garcia, organized the walkathon for a cause.
Well, the reason that it's so important because the people that need these services, which is the elderly and the disabled, those are the people that need our services because they need food, they need the meals, they need breakfast, they need a lunch that's hot, nutritious. They need to have the ability to interact with other people.
More than 30 people showed up for the walkathon for Affectionate Arms. The adult daycare set a fundraising goal of $10,000. The walkathon is just the beginning of their efforts for the facilities. Affectionate Arms will host an open house Wednesday, September 20th from 10 a.m. to noon and an auction on Saturday, September 23rd. The time is now 6:45 on your Monday morning. So to come, the American Red Cross asking Americans to roll up their sleeves. Okay, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy 12th birthday to Jake. Mom, Dad, and Emma love you very much and wish you the very best birthday. Love you.
And happy 10th birthday to Shelton. Love, Mommy.
Happy birthday to Alexis. Have a very happy and blessed 13th birthday, baby girl. Love Mom, Dad, Sissy, Bubba, niece, and nephews. We love you lots.
And happy 18th birthday to Ellie. I hope you have a blessed birthday. You deserve it. You're the best big sister and daughter anyone could ever ask for. I'm so proud of you.
And the happiest of birthdays to Jada Pinkett Smith. The actress and talk show host turns 52 today.
To see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com. Click on More, and under Home, you'll see KAVU. Submit your birthday.
All right, the time is just about 6:47 on our Monday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Victoria. Current conditions are looking nice out there right now. Look, this is a live look at Quail. I love putting this picture up on the screen because you can see all the purple skies as the sun starts coming out. It turns it from that dark kind of like that dark color to the blue skies as we see. But looking at your current conditions right now, it's still nice out there, 72 right now, that dew point's 71. We've got a high 97% humidity. That's because of that dew point so high. So we might see a little bit of patchy fog out there, but nothing too crazy to worry about right now. If you're sending your kids off to school today, it'd be about 73 this morning and mostly sunny as you're setting them off. So maybe a little cool, but it's going to heat up to about 96. And today's supposed to be the hottest day of the week at 96 and mostly sunny about 4 or 5 p.m. today. But there is some good, interesting news today. This Saturday, what is that? The first day of fall coming up? Oh man, that means cooler weather, right? Well, we'll have more on that with that cool front that's coming down this weekend. Here it is, right here. It's coming out of Canada. It's going to come all the way down through the Rocky Mountains and into the Great Plains this weekend. Looking at your 7-day, here it is. It's 96 today and 94 tomorrow. And looking at that weekend, there it is. Little rain chances and a cool off. That's it for us. Back to you, Carolina.
Thank you, Parker. The American Red Cross asking Americans to roll up their sleeves. The nonprofit organization that provides about 40% of U.S. blood and blood components to hospitals is facing a shortage. The Red Cross says distribution to hospitals and medical centers is now far outpacing donations being made. Supply levels fell nearly 25% since early August because of a drop in donations and back-to-back months of climate-driven disasters. Emergency supplies of donated blood are described as critically low. The Red Cross needs to collect about 12,500 donations each day to meet the patient's needs. That leads us to your viewer poll. You can scan the QR code on your screen to take part. We ask you, do you know your blood type? Okay, let's take a look. 76% of you say yes, and 24% of you say no. We want to keep hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to take part in our viewer polls. Americans are getting older. 1 in 6 Americans are 65 or older. As they reach retirement age and beyond, they may not have the financial means to keep themselves healthy. The Department of Health and Human Services estimates 56% of people turning 65 will need some sort of long-term care. That could include help with standing or walking, eating and showering. It could also involve physical and speech therapy. Despite those potential challenges, reports show only 7.5 million people have long-term care insurance. For many, the cost is prohibitive. Our recent analysis shows the annual premium for a 65-year-old ranges between $1,700 and $7,200 per year. Still to come on Sunrise News to Know Before You Go. Residents in a number of Illinois suburbs navigating intense flooding after several inches of rain poured down. Residents in a number of Illinois suburbs are navigating intense flooding after several inches of rain poured down on the state. Forecasters with the National Weather Service estimated that some locations experienced anywhere between 3 and 9 inches of rain as of late Sunday afternoon. A flood warning was issued until 9 a.m. today for portions of southeastern Cook County, Illinois, and northwestern Lake County, Indiana. The warning is extended to 5 p.m. for both counties. The flooding forced street closures and stranded drivers. Multiple cars could be seen on the flooded streets, and firefighters worked to assist people stuck in their cars. Forecasts show that there is still a chance for showers going into the week today and Tuesday. The mother of Sergio Brown, a former NFL player who was reported missing on Saturday, was found dead in Illinois. Police in the area say they were informed on Saturday from family members that they had not been able to get in touch with Sergio. or his 73-year-old mother, Myrtle. Officers conducted a search of the area and discovered Myrtle Brown unresponsive near a creek at the rear of her residence. She was pronounced dead at the scene and taken to the medical examiner's office. The whereabouts of 35-year-old Sergio Brown remain unknown at this time. The owner of a daycare center in New York is facing charges in connection to a suspected opioid exposure that killed a 1-year-old and critically hurt a 2-year-old. Gray Mendez de Ventura owns Divino Nino Daycare. Police arrested her and her neighbor, Carlisto Avesedo Brito, on Saturday. Investigators say each face 11 charges that include murder, manslaughter, and endangering the welfare of a child. Police were called to the daycare on Friday afternoon. Officers found 3 children unconscious at the building. Those children included a 2-year-old boy, an 8-month-old girl, and a 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici. Here's 2 notices of jury duty cancellations. If you're a juror summoned for today at 8:30 a.m. at the Victoria County Courthouse, you're asked to not appear. That trial is canceled and won't be rescheduled. And the jury summoned for a trial previously set for tomorrow, at the Justice of the Peace Precinct 4 in Victoria County, also asked to not appear. That 8:30 a.m. trial is canceled and will not be rescheduled. The countywide burn ban in Wharton County now lifted. You are asked to be cautious if you must burn. Authorities ask that you immediately report any fires that may get out of hand. Ken Paxton's impeachment trial was the latest battle between the Texas GOP's establishment members and a well-funded right-wing faction. Paxton supporters have promised swift retribution against fellow Republicans who supported his removal from office. Read this story by the Texas Tribune on our website, crossroadstoday.com. And we want to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. And let's go ahead and get a final check of our forecast with our brand new meteorologist for 25 News Now Sunrise, Parker Cox.
Yes, well, the talk of the day and the week is the first day of fall coming on Saturday right there, September 23rd. Well, the meteorological first day is September 1st, but we usually go by the astronomical day. And why we're seeing that first day of fall come through, we're seeing some fall weather come through too. See, look, we've got a little an upper level low pressure system coming through the Rockies midweek, and it's going to come to the Great Plains region and bring us that little window of some cool air and some rain, possibly by the weekend. Speaking of rain, not going to have much in the terms of rain today. So you can see here's your future tracker. Maybe like a couple pop-up showers, but nothing too crazy to be concerned about. But talking about that front that comes through on the weekend and that first day of fall, there it is on Saturday, 94, and then 92 Sunday as that little pressure system comes through the area. That's it for us. Back to you, Carolina.
All right, thank you, Parker, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today, and join James, Don, Mac, Karina, and Gino today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. And we also want to wish Parker a warm welcome once again. Parker, thank you so much for your forecast today.
Thank you.
You did a fabulous job. You're going to keep shining bright the whole week.
Absolutely, I hope so. I'm looking forward to absolutely having so much fun with this awesome team.
And we're all going to get to know you some more too.
Awesome, absolutely.
Follow Parker on Facebook. We'll see you tomorrow.